In today's video, I've brought a story of a couple that had issue with conception and that's really affected the marriage now. And I want us to talk about it. In today's video, I want to talk about a story I heard regarding a couple, and please comment in the comment section what you think they can do, any suggestion, any advice on how this issue can be resolved before it breaks that marriage. And before I continue, if you got married and conceived easily without any medical consultation, I think you don't know, or we don't know what God has done for us. There are some couples trying for the fruits of the womb for years, and it is so difficult. Not out of mistakes, not out of any medical condition or whatever, but it's not just happening. Even when God, the doctor said, "Oh, you guys are fine," blah blah blah, but it's not just happening. So when you do yours and when I do mine, and it just comes easily, we don't know what God has done for us. Now, this story is about a couple that have been married for many years, and it wasn't forthcoming. Yes, they love each other. There wasn't complaint. Normally, we're going to be worried. Everybody's going to be worried when you're expecting something and it's not coming. There are delays without any reason. It is normal for us to be worried, as a human. Even if everybody says, "Oh, it is fine, calm down." Yes, even though you are calm, you have supporting system here and there, but you are not still settled in your spirit. It is normal. That's us human, So this couple have been married. They've tried all medical efforts. I'm sure they would have tried all that spiritual aspects. Family members will have suggested some things. Everybody will have rallied around. They will have prayed just to make this thing to happen, but it's not happening, So they continue their lives. The husband doesn't live in the same city with the lady because of his work. So he goes and comes like that. But they were fine. They were a cool couple. No issue. I think the family members understand what they are going through. And they are not giving that lady or anybody stress. So everybody's fine. They're just trusting God for it to happen. Okay. So after many years, nothing's happening. A particular occasion, the man came home as usual, maybe on the weekend or to spend some weeks before he would go back. And they've been good together. But one fateful day, the armed robbers came to their house at night and to rob them of their properties. And after they had taken whatever they want to take, they weren't still satisfied, and they decided to have a go at the lady, So all the robbers, 3 or 4 of them, had intercourse with the lady. That wasn't a good situation. After they robbed them, the trauma, and they still did this to that lady, So after they left, the husband took the lady to the hospital and for checkup and some other things. I don't know what happened, So they were good. Then after some time, maybe some months after, the lady got pregnant. So with calculation, they trace it back to when that incident happened, and the husband wasn't having it at all. So he insisted that the lady must abort the pregnancy. A lady that had not been able to conceive all this while. Now this unfortunate incident happened and she got pregnant, and the husband said she has to abort the baby. I understand the man's aspect, the man's perspective. I understand it is not a good news, to be honest, even though it's supposed to be good news, and it's a good news, to be honest, but not in that dimension. So the lady was reluctant to abort the pregnancy. After all this while, I've been waiting on God for this miracle. Then it happened, even though it happened in an awkward way. And instead of it, okay, let's keep this baby. If you don't tell anybody what happened, nobody's going to know how it happened, but the man was not ready to like be on the same page with the lady, and he insisted that it's either the lady abort the pregnancy and let them continue with their lives, or they part ways. Wow, who want to do that? Especially if you love each other and you don't have any reason why you don't want to date you want to continue with the marriage. If the man and the wife have been good to each other, you will find it difficult to like break on that issue. But this particular scenario is a very, very dicey one for both parties now. So the lady pleaded with the man that no, let's keep this baby. We don't know if afterwards our one will come and like that. But the man refused outrightly, and he went back to his place of work, and every contact, every means for the lady to reach the husband had really, really proved abortive. And she was scared of telling her family members because she thought they might still be able to resolve that issue between the parties. So now telling family members is like escalating the whole issue, and their dirty linen is going to be in the public, So, but the man is not ready to like settle this issue. And the lady right now is confused. She didn't want to what to do. One part of her wants to keep the baby. One part of her doesn't want to lose the husband. She said she doesn't want to lose the baby. She doesn't want to abort the baby for many reasons. One, that will be committing a sin. Secondly, what if she aborts this baby and she can't conceive again? Bear in mind, age is on her side. She's already in her late 30s right now. And she's just worried. She's confused. And she's like, oh, I've been looking for this miracle of this well. So if I should abort this baby, what if something went wrong? What if there's medical errors? And that will be the end. She's going to blame herself for life. She's not going to forgive herself. She's not going to forgive her husband. But at the same time, she knows that keeping this baby is going to be war in the house, because this baby might grow up not being loved by the husband because he believed he's not the biological father, especially with the circumstance that surrounded the conception. Now the lady is worried and she's really, really confused, either to move out of her matrimonial home and begin her life again with that baby. Is she even going to love that baby if she eventually gives birth to that baby? Because there will always be that trauma. She will always remember the scenario, and whenever she sees that baby, she could transfer aggression. I don't know, but she doesn't know what to do right now. When I heard that story, I was really, really like, this is a very, very tricky one. But at the same time, I asked myself some questions in which I don't have answers to. And my question is, what if it was a husband that really, really owned that baby? Because they've been together before that incident. So they might have had intercourse normally as couple. So what if she had already gotten pregnant before the robbers visited? That is one. And another question is, who knows if the husband was the one with fertility issue that prevented the lady from getting pregnant all this while? Because yes, it's true, they've gone for tests and the doctors have said they are both fine, but who knows, anything can happen. So I'm like, okay, if this lady go ahead and abort this baby because she wants to keep her marriage, what if she can't give birth again? To be honest, she will never, never, never forgive herself, and that will be the beginning of another trouble in that family. Because even if the husband is not at ease, okay, we can continue from where we stopped. You've done what I wanted you to do. Now we can continue. And baby is no more coming, as in all their effort to get pregnancy is not proving fruitful. Will she be able to forgive the man? Because she will see the man like someone that's so selfish, even though it's not the man's fault. Even some people, some single mothers that remarried, at times they still have that trouble or that challenge with their new partner, with their new husband, if they're not accepting their children from their previous marriage or whatever. So not talk of the circumstance that surrounded that pregnancy. So I've been thinking that this is a dicey one. And if this lady should keep this pregnancy, won't people start saying, oh, maybe she planned it, or maybe it was a setup for the robbers to come, maybe they were not even robbers, maybe it's one of our, like that. But from the story, it wasn't only one person that raped this lady. It was all the armed robbers that came, maybe like 3 or 4 of them. So even if she planned it, we should plan it that all of them should now have a go with her. So that's another question. I'm like, okay, wow. And at the same time, if keeping this baby is going to make her happy in life, do you think she shouldn't do that? Nobody wished for that. But now that it had happened, is aborting the baby the solution to the problem? Who knows, maybe after the birth of this baby, ways will be opened and she might be able to conceive easily again. We've heard stories, I've got people, we've heard stories of some people that have been waiting, have delayed for years, and maybe when it's time for God to open up their womb and give it, then they give it to many children sequentially, so who knows? But because nobody want to hear that, the husband doesn't even want to hear that at all, then there's not even how to even sit down, and she's scared of reporting this issue to maybe trusted people because of the fear of bully, abuse, and the kind of discrimination that's going to follow. That is why she's not saying it out, and the husband is not ready to listen. So nobody knows if the husband had told some people and they're like, oh, don't do that, no, don't accept. We don't know that. All this got me worried, and I thought about it again that if this lady accepts to get rid of this pregnancy and she and her husband continue their lives as normal, what is the probability that they will not still separate after many efforts to give birth again and it's not coming? Aborting the baby, does it guarantee a place in that man's life forever? Won't this man still eventually leave her for another lady? I know a lot of things will be going on in this lady's head, likewise the man as well, because now we don't know who the father of this child could be. It could be the husband, to be honest, and it could be one of the robbers. I don't know. To advise this lady rightly is really, really difficult. Are you going to ask her to keep the baby, or are you going to ask her to abort the baby and continue with the husband? Yes, it's true. Nobody wants to break somebody's marriage, but when it comes, there are some sensitive issues that really, really takes a lot of. It takes a personal decision to really, really hold on to in this kind of situation, because if she does not have her own personal decision and decide herself, if somebody decides for her or advise her, oh, do this, if something goes wrong, she's going to hold that person responsible. But if she decides to follow her heart and just make up her mind on whatever she wants to do, then if at the end of the day she regrets that action, then she's going to be at peace that, okay, I made my decision, I followed my heart, and it's fine. After all, everybody should be ready to take the consequence, to bear the consequence of all their actions, So I wasn't so happy when I got this story, and I was like, I don't know. Now, my main question is that who knows if the husband is really the one with fertility issue? We don't know. Because for the lady to be pregnant, it shows that the lady is good to go. But at the same time, we don't know that maybe this is the right time, this is the ordained time that she's going to get pregnant. But it's unfortunate that it happened through another way, So getting it out of the way is a very, very dicey situation, and I'm not happy about it. Please leave in the comment section what you think can be done, any advice, any suggestion on this issue, because it's really, really a tricky one that's about to break that marriage right now. And the lady is not happy, the baby is growing, and the more it grows, the more it's going to be difficult for her to even say, okay, let me dance to my husband's tune. And at the same time, the husband is expecting that I'm not done with you. I understand what happened because I was there, but I can't keep that child in my house. Not even in that kind of scenario. To be honest, why do women have to go through the issue of childbearing all alone? Because to me, I believe the man had left this lady to deal with this issue of fertility, of giving birth by herself, because this is the time she really, really needed the husband, especially with the fact that the husband was there when this thing happened. I don't think now abandoning her is what gonna make the issue less. I think this is the time the lady really, really needs this man. The woman is going through a very, very crucial emotional trauma right now, and there's nobody there to like really, really hold her hand to let her know, oh, it is well, all will be good. Especially the husband who was there at the time of this incident. It's really, really a tricky one, and that leads me to like what I still call joys of motherhood. Before you give birth, before you get pregnant, you are worried. Once you go married, people expect that the next thing is for you to be pregnant. Yes, that is African nature for you, and that they don't want to know what you are going through, the efforts you've made to get this thing done. Or maybe you have one or two, and another one is not coming. Oh, you can't stop at one, you can't stop at two, and they don't know if you are making effort, if there is delay, if it's your joint decision with your husband not to have more. People try to like frustrate you with questions, with look, just to let you know that, oh, yeah, you have to be this and that. That is my story for today, and I feel like this lady needs all the love in the world right now, so that I really, really pull through this journey. In my own opinion, to be honest, I have my own suggestion, and my suggestion is that this lady, I think she should keep that baby regardless. The baby is a gift from God. The baby shouldn't be blamed regardless of what led to it, because you aborting that baby might, apart from it being a very, very huge sin before God, it might make or mar you in life. You will not be the first person to have gone through this, and a lot of people have similar cases, and they are living with it. I know that it is a story, it is a situation that's going to be with her for the rest of her life. Even if she abort the baby, she can never forget that scenario. Even if she abort it or keep the baby, but keeping the baby, I think, is a good thing, to be honest, regardless of the circumstance. So this is my story for today. Please comment in the comment section. Let me know what you feel about it. Share with me all the stories that you think are related to this issue, and let's rub mind, and let's just appreciate women. Let's appreciate ourselves, and let us know that regardless, we stand together, we are one. All right, now, thank you so much for watching. I remain to be I will say, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, and I'll see you in my next video. Cheers and bye.